for Daniel Jones being benched is the injury clause, which is, I think, let's talk about this real quick. Russell Wilson got benched last year for his injury clause. Jimmy Garoppolo got told never come back into this building again because of your injury clause. I think Derek Carr had something similar with his injury clause, and now Daniel Jones with his injury clause. I think there legit has to be a rule. If you want to bench your QB, you can go ahead and bench him. Okay, we get it. Daniel Jones sucked. Wilson, he wasn't sucking, but he wasn't high. He wasn't Pittsburgh Wilson. Definitely wasn't Seattle Wilson. But teams just shoveling players down their roster for injury bonus related reasons, I think that shouldn't be allowed. Like, it just almost feels like a loophole. You get that total number to look higher than it is originally, but you can cut down that money so quickly by making an injury guarantee and then making sure he can't get injured by literally not even letting him practice. Like, that's what we're talking about. They're not just benching. They're saying don't even show up to practice, because if you get hurt on our premises, we're locked in for another year. And I just think it's a weird.
I feel like that's on the player though. Like, as the player, you know that's a possibility that if you play horrible and the team isn't going to win or do much with you, they're going to bench you either way. So the injury clause is just a preventative method, but I think it's a horrible method for players to go for, because I think guys like Daniel Jones should know, like, I'm not that good. There's always a good chance that I'm going to suck and get benched. So I think it's more on the player in these situations. Yeah. Because, like, I mean, if you're Mahomes or, like, Josh Allen, like, you're going to maybe want to put something like that in your thing, because you know every year you're going to compete. You know every year you're not going to get benched. So, like, why not throw that in there just to protect yourself? But, like, as a guy like Daniel Jones, like, that's your own fault. That's your own fault.
Isn't it almost on the agents then? Because a lot of this, the players just show up and are told, just sign here. The agent got you a good deal. Like, do agents need to be more conscious of who their clients are and be like, hey, there's a chance this injury clause backfires on us? I mean, Russell Wilson was shocking. I'm more surprised Daniel Jones has a Russell Wilson type injury clause in his contract to begin with.
I'm sure they're not even.
I don't think Daniel Jones
when they sign the contract.
That's true. They probably aren't thinking about, yo, what's that injury clause looking like if
they
I
just
get benched?
Daniel Jones has seen the money. He's like, ooh, I like you.
He definitely wasn't. He getting $40 million a year to be at best a wild card loss.
Because in his book, like, even with this like clause, he's still getting a ton of money. So, like, why not just throw it in there? Because, like, on the off chance you play good, you're now protected. And he's probably like, I mean, if I play bad, I'm going to lose probably money. There's probably some other clause to throw in there to make it so they can get rid of him. I mean, like, at the end of the day, do we really think the Giants are going to pay him so much money without having an escape? Like,
I mean, I knew about the part where it was basically out of the 4-year deal, it was really a 2-year deal with an out to cut him after, before you're locked into, like, the other 2 years. I didn't realize about the injury clause part, though. That's just the part that kind of got me. I knew there was an out, though. I knew they knew it was a risky deal, which I also find funny that they knew that this deal was so likely to backfire to make it only a 2-year deal, but then still not pay Saquon. But what are you gonna do?